Hello, everybody. God bless you, and welcome to the Purpose, Power, and Prophecy podcast here with Dr. Deidre Campbell Jones. I had to say the other day, every time I say that, I am practicing stepping into and fully claiming my purpose and my calling, and yes, even my accomplishments. So bear with me as I get used to walking in the fullness of who God made me to be. Today I want to talk to you all about the permission to be patriotic. Now, when I say the permission to be patriotic, what I really and truly mean is, why does it seem like most of America, and I mean literally most of America, now are living in a country in which we have to fit a certain set of criteria in order to be patriotic? That we almost have to ask for permission. Not that we have to ask for permission, but that the minority of this country look to the rest of us as if we need to ask them for permission to be patriotic. It's kind of like, when you join a Facebook group and you've asked, you clicked and you said, I want to join this group, right? And then they give you a series of questions that you have to answer before they will approve or not approve you joining the group, right? But here's the thing, when it comes to our country, our nation, like who designated that group? They didn't make this country like, the person who makes their own Facebook group and has the right to, determine who will and will not, who can and cannot participate in it. In fact, if we're going to go by that criteria, that whoever made it gets to establish who can be patriotic, then hello, we're talking about African Americans, blacks, indigenous blacks. We're talking about people of color, right? And when it comes to that, as far as people of color, blacks in particular, I always knew you grow up with a sense of knowing that despite our lack of rights, oppression, and racism, that we still are a people that built this country. You're still, despite what is not taught in history, despite what is the limitations of what you are taught during Black History Month, despite changing the oral recollection and not even knowing it, we still knew that this country was built on the backs of blacks, on the backs of slaves, right? And you still find out growing up about inventors and certain inventions that were created by blacks. But lately, it's been in a wonderful, eye-opening season. And I do I'm hoping that that there will be a guest or two on this podcast who I've been following on Instagram that have been teaching us about so many indigenous Black Americans who have done so much, created so much, changed so much, owned so much, invented so much, accomplished so much. It's amazing, and it's been eye-opening. And without giving away that podcast episode, it has also been deeply, I can't even think of an adjective for it, painful, kind of sad, definitely. One that even as a Black American and my family, that we've been sharing these back and forth, we are shocked about how much we didn't know of our own history and ancestry. And like I said, I don't want to give away what I'm talking about on that particular podcast episode, but as it pertains to this topic, if we're going to talk about who has the right to be, who deserves to be patriotic, it's people of color. And it bothers me. It actually truly bothers me. I don't think I've told this to anyone in my family, but it truly bothers me that I feel uncomfortable displaying an American flag, especially as a Christian. It doesn't matter the color of my skin, but if people know that I'm a believer and I raise a flag outside my house, it will automatically be assumed that I align to and prescribe to one particular sect of individuals in this country that seem to have claimed and cornered the market on the ability to display a flag, to boast their patriotism, and who have openly, publicly claimed this is our country. I think that the only ones who should be able to be patriotic, the only ones who should be allowed to wave an American flag, are those who truly do still ascribe to and strive for our Pledge of Allegiance. I don't even know how many of those flag waving, red cap wearing individuals even remember the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, meaning we cannot be divided from amongst ourselves, from within ourselves. We are one nation with liberty and justice for all. All. All means all, y'all. All. And I've been saying that more and more in my prayers during my morning meditation group, that we would raise up leaders, that as a people we would even recognize those leaders, and that those leaders would be bold enough, brave enough to speak up and say, no, this nation, we strive for liberty and justice for all people. Those, to me, are the people. We are the people who deserve to be patriotic, who deserve to wave our flag, our American flag, who deserve to proudly display and be proud of the red, white, and blue. But that's another issue. Not only am I disheartened that I will be associated with one particular sect and cult of people in this country, but I am also ashamed, deeply saddened and ashamed by that particular sect of people. Extremist. Please get me correct. Because listen, we're talking about a two-party system, a multiple-party system, Republicans, Democrats, Independents. I'm all for it. That is really technically what it should be. And we should be celebrating our differences. That there's a reason why some people are Republican and some people are Democrats and some people are independent, because we're all different. And we're all different and we all have different needs, but the basic needs for us all are liberty and justice for all. Right? And the pursuit of happiness, right? Freedom for all. That was supposed to be the American dream, right? That's the reason why immigrants, and I'm not talking about illegal immigrants, I'm talking about immigrants. That's the reason why this country was built through and by immigrants coming over for the American dream, right? It's an American nightmare right now. The world doesn't want any part of it. And those that do, consider the source, y'all. Look at their nationalism and patriotism. And look, and I'm just talking on the surface because this is, a new podcast and algorithms and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't have the following to substantiate being able to speak plain. But y'all know what I mean. And especially, I want to be clear, it is deeper, more insidious, dark, ugly, and satanic than what I am really able to describe. From the top to the very bottom, permeating every level of our society. So that really and truly, there should be a specific kind of patriotism that is only allowed for those who love people, love the people of this country, want to see this country actually for once in its existence actually portray, act like, be like, and facilitate the words that we put out there to claim that we are the best country in this world. Why don't we be that? Be those things that we claim are the things that make us so great. Because trust me, if someone's trying to make us great again, when was it great for us, people of color? No. That greatness that should be for the whole nation is only great when everyone in the nation benefits from it. And those that are facilitating it and striving for it, believing in it, those are the ones that deserve to be patriotic. And so I think that the ones right now who are claiming, boasting, we're Americans and we're going to make America great again, I think those are the ones that need to ask permission to be patriotic. Because for what this nation was actually built on and who actually built it, it was built on and through diversity, inclusion, struggle, community. The people band together and worked together, helped one another to achieve freedom, liberty, and the ability to pursue their own life, protection, safety, provision, prosperity, and happiness. Those are the basic rights of any human being. It's biblical. And technically constitutional. That, to me, is proof of patriotism. The love that we have one for another. Amen? Amen. Amen. So, yeah, that's what I think about it. And truly, in fitting in with the title of this podcast, yeah, I think it's our purpose as believers, and it's our purpose as just kind, loving human beings to step in that true definition of what patriotism should be. And I think that is what will make this nation powerful and great after all. That's my thoughts on the matter. Until next time, I'm Pastor D. God bless you.